So, folks, the other day I talked a little bit about Mayday 2028. It is essentially the idea that has been put forward by the UAW, the United Auto Workers Union, and the president of it, Shawn Fain, that all the unions in America, all workers in America should start to coordinate towards renewing contracts in May of 2028. It is a pretty cool project, and Labor Notes has launched a new tool to kind of help coordinate it. Essentially, this website, may2028.org, helps to kind of give you information about it, helps to...
That's a lot of months, yo.
It's true. Thank you for being subscribed for 42 months, Knifeiest Duck. Yeah, so basically, it is an informational page all about, hey, why should you care? Why should you care about organizing around this day? Why does it take so long? Why should I get involved? How do we do a coordinated strike? What can you do? What can strikes win? You can fill out like how to contact and like labor notes and like coordinate with other unions. Basically, this is there to make sure you can coordinate with the larger effort of this endeavor to basically get to the closest we have ever seen, at least in modern history, to a general strike. This is honestly a big deal. It has a lot of great resources. You know, you can explore the website. I highly encourage folks to do it. But, you know, here's their little Labor Nuts video.
The beautiful thing about unions is that we come together, we hold each other, we support each other, and that we know we're fighting for something bigger than ourselves.
Now everybody say...
We do a lot of work as laborers, as leaders of unions, and sometimes you just need to be re-inspired, re-energized, and Labor Notes is a great place for that to happen.
The environment here is one of just support and lifting each other up, and it's wild. This is a space where people that see that there are issues and want to get democratically involved can learn from one another and can see that, oh, this is achievable. Like, I'm just some dude from a factory floor, and now I'm in a top leadership position.
We used the Labor Notes to win the largest raise for hourly school staff in our school district in 20 years as part of an...
Yeah, like, this is the thing, right? Like, hey, you guys, it doesn't matter if you're some, like, Joe Schmo. Doesn't matter if you, like, are someone with relatively little power. When you guys get organized, you can accomplish so much. Not just, like, raising wages, but you can actually become a leader in your workplace, in your movement. And, like, it's so cool to see this come together.
Escalating campaign that we learned about through Labor Notes. We wore our wages on signs to work because hundreds of us did not make a living wage.
It's great to be at Labor Notes, to be in community with like-minded people.
Every single time that you get frustrated or you run into a wall, someone from Labor Notes is going to be there to pick you up. We had a hodgepodge group of activists. We got together with the intent of forming a caucus. And Labor Notes is great because it connects people from all across the United States and Canada and basically the world. And we were able to connect at Labor Notes. That was the...
Yeah, Amador, hell yeah! I'm in CWA and our negotiations start in 2027. I'm going to reach out to leadership to see if we are working to this. Yes, please, if you guys are unionized, try to get your union leadership, make them aware that this is happening. They might already be, but make them aware anyway, just to be sure, and see if you guys can maximize your leverage by organizing around 2028, okay? Can you please explain the big milestone this hit the other day? Yes, so the other day, I believe it was North Carolina? The entire state of the afl-cio in North Carolina voted to join in all of their union efforts around this Mayday 2028 project. Okay? The United Auto Workers have been working towards this for a while. They've been getting other manufacturing unions on board, but this was one of the first full-on, all the unions in the state getting together and being like, okay, we are on board with this, we are going to go for this. And that's a huge milestone. And ideally, over the next few years, we get every single state's unions on board with this. This is why this is gaining momentum. This is a real thing. This isn't just like some person on TikTok is like, hey everybody, on January 3rd, we're all gonna go on strike, okay? Let's go. Like, no, you actually have to build the social infrastructure. You have to build the financial infrastructure. You have to build like the partnerships between unions so that we can like support each other. You have to do that shit. The hard work of organizing to make a general strike work, or to maximize that kind of leverage. And so it's really, really cool.
Formation of our caucus.
And Labor Notes is playing a pretty vital role here. This is who is putting together this online May 2028 resource. And like it has resources for you guys to use, because just like that one guy is just some dude from the factory floor, you can be that some dude. You can be that person, Make a copy of a contract alignment resolution, in order to align with 2028 negotiations. That's already on there. Fighting Back, Labor Notes Fight Back School Toolkit, our guide for bringing workers together in conversation to identify shared struggles and points of leverage, because you need to actually talk about that shit in order to get people to come together, okay? And so, yeah, there's a lot of really cool stuff happening here. And I would encourage you all, even if you're not in a union, to check out, again, may2028.org. Because, hey, look, they have a kind of a guide. How do you become part of a union if you're not? How do we win a contract? How can my contract line up? Like, there's a lot of really good stuff here, and you can also reach out directly to them, because the purpose of Labor Notes is to facilitate organization. I have to step up for my union because my union's Stewart is a Trump turn. I like the idea that every union has an official position of Stewart. Maybe it's like a tiny little rat person, like a Stewart Little. Maybe a Stuart Big, we got a bunch of different Stewarts. That was a deep cut. I don't think anyone except me has thought about Stuart Little for like 20 years. A ratman. But anyway, no, I know steward is a position, but the chatter wrote it as Stewart, and my brain had fun with that. Still stuck at rappers. There's a rap song about Stuart Little. We can't go down that road. We have too much to do. All right, folks, with that being said, I want to encourage you all to check out may2028.org. Here's the link.
Actually, Stuart Little is a mouse-sized human.
Oh, I like that even less. Stuart Little should have been the rat from Rat Shaker. All right. If no one understood that reference, it's fine. We're done. Like, comment, and subscribe. Do the things. All right. There we go. It was a short little thing. We did it.
Riverboat Jack is going to town. All the viewers gather round. Twitch and YouTube and swishy streams. All that content is bursting the seams. Politics, gaming, plenty more. Your sense of fashion you'll adore. So grab your stuff and hop aboard. We're going straight to Jack's Discord.